When I come through, I'ma keep it tight. Don't even come my way if you know you ain't right. When I come through, boys know it's me. A player from the South, nothing less than a chief. When I come through, they know I'm about my...
Destro, this is Curtis, baby.
Yeah, I know Curtis, man.
People, what's going on? What's going on with y'all? Look, y'all check me out. I got on my hip hop gear. This is my late 80s, early 90s hip hop gear. You know what I'm saying? I got the headband. It's mostly that New York style, you know what I'm saying? But I got my pick up there. I got my necklace on with the beads, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm saying that is because today is the hip hop conversation. We're going to talk about the stain on hip hop. And of course, the effect that hip hop has on our culture, okay, and the power that hip hop has on the culture, the community, and worldwide. Hip hop is one of those things that, in some shape, form, or fashion, that we all engage in. If you pay attention or you remember, and you are old enough to remember about the old school hip hop, Brand Nubians, all right? Poor Righteous Teachers, Black Star, Arrested Development. One of the main guys who was relevant then and is still relevant right now is that boy KRS-One. Of course, and he had the Boogie Down Productions. I don't know what it was about these other cats, X-Clan, but I really, really, really felt them boys at all times. Of course, Chuck D and Public Enemy. He's still relevant too. He speaks out on a lot of things pertaining to hip hop and the culture. Black Star, Tribe Called Quest, PM Dawn, Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah is another one of those people that's still involved in a lot of things, including movies. Q-Tip, Mos Def, and of course Common. These are people that in the hip hop culture did a lot as far as what we call conscious rap. This conscious rap is something that is a big debate right now about how much pull it has on the community, what happened to it, and what's the future of conscious rap, okay? These are the things that a lot of people are speaking on. So part of the history, this is coming from me. This is my perception of hip hop and the community itself. So when hip hop first started, we were young, man. You got to think hip hop was really late 60s, early 70s, or what we can call was the origin of hip hop. It really, 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 if you pay attention to the way hip hop started, it started as party emceeing. A bunch of cats get together and go into a house party, and you got old buddy that just grabbed the mic because the DJ was over there doing his best to try to do a little scratching or something. You know what I'm saying? And you had that MC who was hyping the crowd up, who was speaking over it. It turned into bars of rhymes. Then it turned into what we would say is battling, challenging, competition. And these are the things that made it, a rivalry, of course, but at the same time, you have to understand that it instantly changed to reporting what was happening on the streets and in the ghetto. I see my boy Wanna Be Famous is up there already chiming in. Nefete, what's going on with your brother? Yeah, that Tribe Called Quest was always something special. And the Roots. Yeah, I see you up there. See, last time I wasn't paying attention to the people typing in, you know what I'm saying, the comments. But at the same time, I see y'all up there. I'm gonna try to pay more attention to it, not focus so much about, my little, I'm getting in the groove, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Give me a little bit of leeway and this is gonna be popping, you know what I'm saying, from here on out. But after the inner city problems, the descriptions, talking about government, talking about crime, talking about black on black crime, and the corrections that hip hop preached about, is when we started wearing this sort of stuff. is when we brought this out. That got real popular. That was the Fight the Power movement, the strength, the pride of hip hop and the culture. Because hip hop changed from hip hop to rap music. And to a lot of us old heads, hip hop and rap music are two totally different things. Hip hop is the entire culture. Hip hop had breakdancing in it, rapping, DJing, the whole 9 yards. Well, rapping is just that. A lot of people are doing is just rapping right now, collecting those checks, and they're not worried about the hip hop culture and the effect that it has on everybody, not just black folks. All right. The thing about hip hop is that the people that adopted hip hop was not just us. Right now in 2025, you can hear the effects of hip hop in country music, in rock, alternative, house, metal, in the blues, R&B, and even classical. I'm gonna tell y'all what, if y'all have never seen the, Mont, you ever seen the hip hop violinist?
Bro, no, but I have.
It's
I have.
two brothers.
Yes, you know
And
what?
they do
I am
hip hop
familiar.
songs on the violin, and it is potent.
I am familiar. Yes, sir.
I just missed it, but I don't know if any of you guys know about it. But I see you, Carlisha, baby. What's going on? The Austin, down on UT campus, I believe it's at the Bass Concert Hall or Austin Symphony Hall, one of the spots on UT campus, just had the Hip Hop Symphony. The Hip Hop Symphony, who is that up there? The Hip Hop Symphony is something that, from the credits and everything that I saw when I was reading about it, was super amazing. I've missed it twice, 2 years in a row. And I was trying to get a group of people to go down there, man, but when I was looking on it on Facebook here, I think it was about a week or two ago, it was sold out and already done. So, but if y'all get a chance to check that type of that genre of hip hop out, they said it's something to experience. So, with all the things that we have as far as hip hop is concerned, and how readily available hip hop is across all cultures, because they got what's the other one? They got even hick hop. Y'all heard about that one?
Tell me about the hip hop.
Hip hop, from what I've seen, I even have a few songs on my phone because I got a partner of mine. He's well versed in music, and he's a white cat. He comes to me and say, "Kurt, have you heard this new group?" And I go, "No, man. It'll be a metal band." And then it starts off, ba-da-da-da-da, and next thing you know, somebody come out with some bars. I'm talking about like, and the beat will flip over from metal to like hip hop beats, and then you can hear a little bit of metal in the background, and then somebody will spit some bars.
Yo, we got old Maniac in the house with us. I mean, you familiar with that?
You ever heard of it?
I've heard that type of music, yeah.
It's like metal and hip hop blend together,
Yeah.
and then they'll be spitting some bars, and then hip hop is basically like country music rap.
I can dig it.
And these boys, some of them, hey man, if you check it out, it's so music is always been to each his own. But when you're talking about certain genres, you can't discredit what you hear until you hear it, man. Because it's like tasting the food sometimes. I'm not going to taste certain foods. If I look at something that don't look right, or I'm hearing about it, I might not taste it. But it's the same thing with music. Until you actually hear it or experience it, because I have some of these songs saved that I use when I'm testing vehicles. Say I'm doing an audio system, I test a vehicle. A couple of them songs that have the metal mixed with the rap and the beats and all that, man, they got serious bass. The lyrics are good. I'm gonna tell you, it's breaking the monotony of what we always hear. And since I don't like a lot of the new school rap or what they're talking about, that's something that appeals to me in some shape, form, or fashion. So I don't have a problem with hearing that. But I've heard some good stuff, man. I really have heard some good stuff.
Look like we got old Wannabe wanting to join in with us.
Man, what is he talking about, man? Click on it, man. Let's see what he's talking about. Want to be famous ass. Y'all know him?
Hey.
Who is that?
Hold on, let me get him in here.
What up, baby? How y'all doing out there tonight, man? This Mr. Wanna Be Famous sitting in with my boy Kurt. Maniac, what it do?
There he is. What's poppin'?
Hey, man. Hey, man, I like what you're talking about, man. Keep spitting, man. It
Say,
sounds
where
like
you at?
music in my ears. I'm
Are
at the
you?
house.
No, that's what I'm saying. Are you in Texas or you in from over yonder?
Oh,
Where you at?
something a little chill out here tonight, man. You know
Oh
what
man,
I'm
I didn't know if you was
saying?
in Georgia, man, or I didn't know where you was, man.
You know, I always got a rep for the home team, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Man. You heard what he said?
You know
Man, he
what?
said for the home team.
For the home team, and
Hey.
he been here 30, 40 years.
Yeah, that ain't gonna die.
Hey, but you know what? To add to the topic you were just talking about,
Okay.
circling back, Outkast just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And listen, I ought to be ashamed of myself for mentioning hip hop and not mentioning that because
You know what I mean?
they just got in. Man, you see how them boys was dressed too? Andre was his same old self, and Big Boy
Yeah.
had that fur coat on. So they was,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, they was looking good, man. So they in the Hall of Fame, and was just inducted. I appreciate you reminding me about that because that was something that's real important.
You know,
One of the
all
groups in
genres
hip
right off
hop.
our music.
I didn't hear you.
All genres of music were created from some sort of black pain, black mood, black movement, right?
Right.
It's just a derivative of what they want to call it today. Like K-pop is 90s R&B.
Right.
You
there
know what I
go.
mean?
Yes. 100%.
So country music now, they're with the 808s and you know, they got a lot of the kicks and the snares in
Right.
country music, and they're
Right.
actually rhyming more in country music now. So
They are. It's kind of one of them things that we have to just deal with and understand and know where we're at as far as all the music genres and know what we're looking at, experience some of it, and see how much we are actually spreading. We don't have to see how much we're spreading because we know what the culture has done worldwide. You know, a lot of things that we touch as a culture spreads from music to clothing to sayings to, you know, all that type of stuff is what our impact is proof of our impact on the world. Check this out real quick. Wait, before I get started, before I go any deeper. So last week, I did a quick spotlight. I don't know if can I go over the two of us with.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay, hold on, Wannabe. I'm gonna kick something off real quick. So last week, I want to go ahead and it popped up on the screen, but my kinfolk, all right, has a spot. Well, if you want to go over there, you want to get that barbecue, them wings. I don't know the whole menu, but everybody, all the ads that I see on Facebook, when you go through, check this place out. If you're on the south side, my boy, the Smoking Shack, my kinfolk over there, this is where he's at. This is the address. Y'all check it out. Look at it real good. Make sure y'all understand where he's at and find him on social media platforms. Over there in South Austin, 787-44. Y'all know about that fofo. All right. That's my kinfolk. And last time I was saying, if you remember, I think Wannabe, you and I were talking over it, but we still have to figure that part out. But let me tell you this. They talking about that lemonade over there kinfolk got, not just the food. You can go over there and they say you can walk off with that. Remember we talking about making them mixes, boy.
Yeah.
Gone over there and make you one of them mixes with some of that good old lemonade.
Hey, shoot, I seen a potato on there what he had one time, man. Boy,
I don't know why potatoes make you bust your whole head over trying to get you something.
trying to get there, man.
Listen,
No.
Man, this ain't got nothing to do with it, but I'm going to tell you this. Potatoes is a very, very important staple. I'm going to tell you this. My girl makes a potato we cut that bad boy open and chop him up real good, and it's got this creamy sauce with the shrimp in it. And then we sprinkle some broccoli. We cut up the broccoli and sprinkle it all over there, man. Maybe a little cheese. Man, it'll make you hurt somebody, man.
Yes, sir.
If somebody touch your food, it'll make you hurt somebody. So check this out, y'all. So props to the Smoking Shack. You ready to hear this first clip, Wannabe? Check this out, man.
You talk about killing cops in your music.
I don't talk about killing
sir,
cops.
Let me read from your own song. You talk about killing cops in your own music.
Let me hear it.
I don't think I can do it. I'm not as talented, but I can tell you. You have a song, 100 Guns, where you talk about pump, pump,
Oh,
pump.
that's
the
a
first
story.
round.
That's a story.
It's about
That's
killing a
story.
cop. The cops. It's about,
so is
it's about
Godfather
shooting
1,
a
2,
cop.
and 3. So is Godfather 1, 2, and 3. So
Oh,
is
that's
Scarface.
That's not.
That's a story. We're not talking reality
All right.
here. Let's talk about reality.
I just
Let's
want to
talk
know.
about
So
the fact-
you're against any song that talks about or advocates shooting police officers?
Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely against that. My best friends are police officers. You know what I'm also against?
I gotta go.
Police officers shooting down black youth.
So there's two very important parts about that clip having to do with hip hop, and one of them is if you pay attention to the very beginning of the clip, we're talking about how they compare what rap music says and what rap music does. I think Scarface or somebody one time said the same thing, which is John Wayne or does this, that, or whatever. But y'all talk about what we do on our records, but ain't nobody John Wayne been killing people and shooting motherfuckers for a long time.
Right.
Yep.
And I know the song like the back of my head, but I just can't. The lyrics ain't popping into my head right this second. But they said you talking about doing this, doing that, this, that, and the third on your song, and he said that is acting. We're describing a scenario. All we're doing, we're not talking about what we want to do. We're just acting, because a lot of rappers will tell you that in the hip hop culture, in order for you to grab people's attention, violence has been a part of this country since its inception. All the movies we watch, I don't care if you're watching John Wick or you go back to an old John Wayne movie. If you watched my boy Jamie Foxx, man, do you know how many shootings and killings there was in one of the most racist but satisfyingly good movies in the history of cinema? You know what I'm saying? Django actually, displayed that. Everybody watched that movie. I don't care who you are, what color you are. Django displayed that. Yeah. But they want to focus on what rap music says and not on the entirety of the American culture. And that's what he was saying. He said, hey, look, man, you only worried about us, but you didn't say anything about Godfather 1, 2, and 3.
Well, I think what a lot of people do, and I call it passive racism.
Okay.
They take the worst of what we say and do and generalize us as a whole.
But why are they doing that to the main recipients of the hip hop culture, which normally is black folks? When they're doing that to us, when most of the crime that takes place in the U.S. is pertaining to our government, our police force, and that's where all the crime is at. All the crime is in government. All the crime is in police in the streets. All the crime is in, and people always go, oh, well, it's the criminals doing it. No, man. Every day when there's not a crime, for every one crime, there's 20 rights violations. So those crimes are not. Y'all arrest people, y'all arrest the citizens when they violate crimes. Y'all arrest rappers for the freedom of speech. Let's go back. Let's talk about hip hop. When we're talking about hip hop, how many rappers got arrested or chased out of concerts or were told that they couldn't come back or were taken to federal court and sued, or they tried to sue them over the First Amendment? And they said,
Luther Campbell took him all the way to the Supreme Court.
Come on, man. I thought you knew something. I thought you knew something. Listen, man, people forget that Luke Skywalker was a main contributor of why music itself was able to continue on with being able to say what the hell you want to say. Just in music.
I think it's the dumbing down of what they're doing now. It's the dumbing down over the years in the music of, like, back then, it was a message in the music, right?
Right.
Music was a way to get your message out, right? And then it became the hustler. You know, it became about the hustling, you know? And then it became about drug users. You know what I mean? Now we got pain music. So it the beautiful thing about music is it burns itself down every couple of years, and like a phoenix, it rises out of the ashes again. So we just have to pay attention to the young, positive young men and women that are putting positive music out.
Hold on, though. That's what this is about. I'm finna kick on. Man, Lamont, is there a way that you can scroll down a little bit where, or scroll up, whichever way I'm trying to figure out? Nefete said something that was okay, he said hopefully not too much, because a lot of the music I'm hearing today is garbage. Now, why do us cats of, let's just say, 50s and 40s, as far as the age group is concerned, feel like today's rap is so much garbage? But here's the problem with this. Because anybody that knows me will say, wait, Kurt, I'm waiting to hear it right now because it ain't popped up yet because I haven't went fully in on it yet. Wait, Kurt, I remember when you said you didn't like East Coast rap. So I was one of those guys a long time ago. I was anti-East Coast rap. I was mostly, I started, now originally, of course, everybody was an East Coast fan. But when the West came out and the South came out, I abandoned East Coast rap. And the reason why is something I'm going to touch on briefly, and we're going to go back to it, is, let's say the word, musicality, the beats, the production. East Coast rap didn't have the beats that the South had. East Coast rap didn't have the beats that the West Coast had.
That's it.
So
East Coast rap
Okay.
they were lyricists.
They were.
Okay. So when you start, but you didn't feel.
You didn't feel the music.
Their music.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't respect East Coast rap for a long time. Kurt?
What we did at first, though, see, and here's the thing. When Big Daddy Kane and Rakim and all of them, see, they had beats and they had music. Rakim, to me, hey, throw an argument out for the next round, is still, I give him the crown for the greatest rapper who ever lived. Y'all can talk about this Jay-Z, all this bullshit. Hey, man, Jay-Z, get on my line and I'll argue with you. I don't care. Rakim is the greatest lyricist who ever lived. Rakim is the best rapper alive.
Yes, sir.
And he's still alive.
Scarface.
Huh? You like Scarface? No. We can. Hold on. I have a list now, and that list isn't that important to me at this second. But my list is crazy because a lot of people will disagree with my list. See, I give. I'm gonna go in real quick on. I give Scarface. People don't appreciate. To me, they don't appreciate Ludacris enough. Ludacris is crazy good. Let me tell you somebody else. Say something bad about Twista, nigga. You mess around and get a fight from me. Because not only is he talking about something, but the lyrics are fast and you can understand them. And he started a whole new way of rapping. Well, and I don't know if he started it necessarily. He made it mainstream. They grow up different. Nefete, you're right. They grow up different, but I think it's an age thing. And it says, but you felt South because it felt like us.
Yeah. More so.
See, hold on. But see, okay. Well, you Georgia, so you from Georgia. You from the South. But we all felt East Coast rap at first. Now let's transition into something else because we're gonna step next into this next clip. But from the beginning of rap, it left the reporting stage of what we all loved. And then it went into the hip, the hop, the hibbity, the hip. I mean, we was grooving, we was dancing, we was in the club, we was listening to guys perform and give us the knowledge of the streets. That changed into something else, and then it changed into a power movement. That power movement it couldn't stay in place. It was too much damaging. It was too damaging to the streets. It was too damaging to the government. It was too damaging to strength of power. Okay, let me see here. Where's this clip at? Let me check this out, y'all.
Who owns the culture?
We do.
Again, so when you say that hip hop is doing well and rap is doing bad, it looks like rap is strong.
No, rap is sold out. All house slaves look better than the field slave. Colonialism, if we may bring this word now into the conversation. Colonialism has a tactic of taking the criminal element of a society and exalting it as the leadership. And this is how all cultures, how they did us as they came in. Any city, any state is colonized. They don't take the king or the queen of the culture and exalt them because you colonizing their land. You take what they got. They'll take the one who is the lowest level of your culture, disgruntled, can't follow principles, don't care about history, and bless them. And bring them up before the people.
What'd he say? Wait.
man.
What did that man say?
Stop
He
reading my
said,
mind.
listen, man, KRS-One, the reason why I stay on him is because he's relevant today, but he's also a pioneer. He was part of that era where his style of hip hop, and I'll flip over and say rap music, was outcast by the new generation coming in because it was dangerous. I wish I knew dangerous. I wish I knew sign language. It was dangerous. It was dangerous to the United States because it was preaching okay, y'all, we finna get into something. It was preaching a certain type of unity.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
When you talk about unity amongst people, some unity is not good because it's not going to be structured properly. There's no leadership in it. Well, the hip hop culture had a certain type of leadership involved in it that could not go on. It had to be interrupted. So here comes gangster rap. Now, I'm fighting against myself on saying this because a lot of those people want to be Lamont. A lot of them people, man, we love them. We love those rappers because they were the first. We love NWA. You know, we love the guys that started off from the beginning, busting heads and getting us into that. What you got, Wanna Be?
Now, if we're going to talk about strictly NWA, that wasn't gangster music.
No.
It was idle gangster music.
It was, but they were actually street reporting also. It's why we start off with them. Man, look
They
at
were
boy.
talking about what was going on.
Are you
to
preaching
them
today?
back then.
Are you preaching today? Because here's the
See,
thing.
what happened was these white executive labels came in
Okay.
and they watered down the essence of what they were doing. They started giving them the money, and rappers wanted to look like street guys.
Yeah,
They
let's get
wanted to
rougher.
emulate what the guys were doing on the street.
Yes, let's get
That's why
rougher.
they had the term studio gangsters. Because
Right.
a lot of the guys that were rappers were good kids, went to good schools, come from good neighborhoods, right?
Right.
And they emulated what they seen on the streets.
Right.
So when the money came, they pushed them away from really street reporting as they were doing.
Right.
We watched the movie. We watched the movie. We saw it. They came in and broke those guys apart. That's when you got all of the divide. When they came in with the money.
Right. Here's the thing, though. What you got to pay attention to is the more the money came in, the more the direction came in too. Hey, man, we need more of this. Hey, man, we need more ass shaking. You know, we need more bitches and hoes. We need you guys to talk. Hey, man, we need nastiness. People are loving nastiness. Now, at that time, nobody was loving nastiness. It was what was preached, and it was where the money was fed. Because the more money was fed to those artists, people started saying, hey, man, we can talk dirty like that. We can get nasty like that. I'm going to tell you this, and you kind of have to respect this. I don't give a damn who you are. When we talk about gangster rap stuff, then we're talking about like Luke Nim, popping that coochie and throw that D and all this. That's a little different. And the reason why it's a little different, because that was club music. If you go into the club, this is what you see. That Miami vibe, that's a little different. They talking nasty, they being nasty, but it's nasty in that room. It's nasty in that area.
Yeah, it went nasty everywhere.
You said what?
It went nasty everywhere.
Right.
That's why you had to be you had to be 18. That's why they started putting parental advisory stickers.
You wasn't this club. You can't come in, young man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you
they
gotta
had
go
to
home and get a
put, they
permission. to
started
smoke.
putting parental advisory stickers on the music, on the labels of the music, to let the parents know that you had to be a certain age to listen to this, right?
Wait a minute. Wait.
That was
No. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm with you. I'm following you.
that was how they deciphered this type of music. And back then, you didn't hear Luke and all of that booty shake bass music. You didn't hear that on the radio.
No.
Back then.
Okay.
You didn't. You
Let me ask you
heard
this.
it after 10 when your ass was supposed to be in the bed. When we used to sneak up and make tapes from the midnight hour, the Quiet Storm and all of that. That's when we used to hear the nasty raunchy music that our parents didn't
What
want
was
us
it
to listen
called?
to back then.
What was the video show that came on at nighttime?
That shit, I can't remember that.
It was
I was on it though.
BET Uncut.
Yeah, Uncut.
BET Uncut.
No, it was BET Uncut, but it was
But it was
also
another one.
Yep.
Yeah, there was
No, it was
another one
another
before
one.
that. It was from MTV. I thought it was.
gutter. It was a little
It was a little bit more gutter, man. Because
Oh.
the first time I ever seen Tupac's "How Do You Want It," the uncut version, and
Yep.
Tip Drill.
Yes, sir.
Tip Drill was hey man, that was a good video there, boy.
That's a nice video.
Nefete, "The Dead Presidents Is Bigger Than Hip Hop" was a song that I remember. I didn't know the song, and when I heard on David Chappelle's show, the Chappelle Show, because that's what he came out to, that bigger than hip hop. Hey man, that's a real deal, man. Some songs. Right now, if you bust out with that song, everybody gonna be like, "Oh man, that's the joint." You know what I'm saying?
They destroyed the industry, destroyed the brothers' career because they were too conscious.
They did. Check this out.
In the 90s, all the main hip hop stars were rapping conscious. So there was the Brand Nubians, it was the Poor Righteous Teachers, it was Ice Cube, it was Arrested Development, it was X-Clan, it was Queen Latifah. Black was in. So whenever the enemy seen that, wait a minute, this is not just some mumbo jumbo over top of some stolen instrumentals from jazz beats. This hip hop thing really has sway over people and can shape and mold public opinion. They can create a revolution with this rap. So they seen that as the dominant artists had an alliance with consciousness and the nation, they seen a transformation taking place among black people. Black people wasn't eating no pork. X caps everywhere, African medallions everywhere, brother and sister. Everybody was talking about struggle, freedom, independence, doing for self. And they knew that they couldn't allow that to remain in existence. So they hijacked conscious, inserted gangster. Now you got drill and selling dope, womanizing and abusing, and verbal pornography is the new style of music now. Why? Because they know music is the most effective teacher on the planet. Ain't
Muhammad X.
I like that, cat. But let me tell you this. Do you know that the murder rate? Check it out. Go look at it. The stats are there. As far as hip hop related, so we're talking about the club scene. Let's not talk about nationwide, because killing is killing. When you talk about inner city crime and stuff like that, people was robbing and stealing, per capita the same at the same rate, up or down a little bit since history started, no matter what color you are. But inside hip hop genre events, those conscious events, there was no hustle and no bustle. It wasn't no ass kicking. It wasn't no people getting stomped on and trampled. It wasn't no shootings, stabbings, or killings. Very, very, very few. Now, there were some, but very, very, very few. That changed from, hell, since we've been alive, man. How many times, I don't know, Wannabe, you're not from the south side of Austin, Texas, or the east side of Austin, Texas like we are, and it's just little Austin, Texas. But you've been here. Lamont, you've been here.
For sure.
We've been through many clubs where everything was cool until the DJ put on a certain song in the last 10 minutes of the club,
they get
and somebody is going to get scuffed up. Who you with?
Sir.
Who you with?
Yes, sir.
Who you with? Hey, man, listen, man. Everybody started set tripping on a song just because that is part of our hip hop culture to represent. Now we got hip hop representing gangs, representing this, that, and the other, or they out there, shake that ass, whatever the song is. And let me not go in on one song. And everybody's out there, the girls out there doing their thing, guys is out there looking and grabbing and touching. Hey man, watch out, man, that's my woman. Hey man, wait, hey, watch out, hey man, wait man, she's shaking it. Hey man, hey, watch out, man, don't touch me. Guess what? Oh, you stepped on my shoe. Oh,
Yes,
wait a
sir.
minute. Boom,
Let the
boom, boom,
games
boom, boom,
begin.
boom, boom. Let the games begin. Now it's a fight. It's because it is what our music has been structured around. I like some of it. Listen, don't get me the line. Don't get me, I'm not perpetrating. But what I'm saying is what's good for hip hop? What is it about? Why are we glorifying? Because when hip hop was a conscious thing, hip hop had power. The power that it has now is only a financial power, and it's only about drugs, guns, cars, shake that ass. So glorifying, stuff that we want to see. We want to see some booty shaking every now and then. Man, go to the club, you can see it. You still can see it, but it doesn't have to be as mainstream as what it is perpetrated by our artists. And they're getting paid to do it. So here's the thing. The words they were talking about earlier in a clip, the clip number 2, the system wants us for our violence. Okay? Our violence is not the threat. Our love is. Okay, let me say that again. They want us for our violence. Our violence is not the threat. Our love is. Why would you pay? What did you say earlier, wannabe? You said pertaining to the 21 and up labels on the albums. Do you remember that? Okay. Why would you pay artists to talk and be more ghetto, more raunchy, more nasty, and then turn right around and say, wait a minute, we want to place a label on that. So you paid to do it, and then you turn around and you made it seem like you was with the First Amendment blockage of these things. The only thing it's about is making money. This culture is so popular. Look what's going on, y'all. In this date of 1980 so-and-so to 1990 so-and-so, money was flowing. They said, think about this. We used to go buy. We used to line up like, hey man, you line up for Jordans, don't you? You also lined up over at what you call us over there on 38th and Half Street in Tower Records and all the spots in Austin. Mm-hmm. They used to line up because so and so CD was coming out.
Yep.
It was like Black Friday.
I remember that.
You don't see that no more because they made everything so mainstream. Everybody can be a rapper. You don't have to have no talent. Now AI is rapping for motherfuckers.
Yeah.
There are AI artists, AI models, AI Instagram models, AI singers. And if you like it, you like it. You know what I'm saying? All right, check this out. They focus on the crimes of hip hop and ethnic artists, but they don't focus on corporate crimes. You will go on a newscast and talk noise to Damon Dash and Cameron. That's a clip. The clip that I left out, Lamont, was what's the interviewer's name? He went in on Dame Dash and Cam. All right, they got in his ass, and it came to the point of he said, "Well, you're glorifying this, that, and the third." And Damon Dash said, "No, we're glorifying being a businessman, being an entrepreneur, being this, that, and the third. We just happen to talk about this. It's the same difference as you guys being entrepreneurs. Y'all step on toes, y'all rob, y'all steal from people, y'all fire people, y'all step on people's toes that got you to where you want to be. It's the exact same thing. Y'all just don't like it because it's in a different culture."
What?
Let me hear it.
Well, I think when the record execs came in back in the day, they would feed and fuel these artists with drugs. They would experiment with cocaine and acid and marijuana. They would give them these things in the studio to make them more creative, right?
You're absolutely right.
To hype them up on already being from the projects, already being, coming from a single parent home or might be abused. So it amplifies that pain, right? And I think what we did as black people, we dramatize everything. Like we're over the top with everything we do in all of the music, right? And I think they pinpoint the worst of us to make it a point to show the worst of us. But it's a lot of us that get up and go to work every day. They work 9 to 5. We listen to ratchet music, but we know when to turn this shit off. We know
100%. But
certain music we don't let our children hear.
And I'm gonna tell you what, I can battle against that just a hair, only because I was asked by one of my significant others in my life, well, why you always cussing? Why do you say, and I didn't say all of them, but I said certain cuss words around my kids. The reason why I said those cuss words is because I didn't want my children desensitized to cuss words or loud talk. Because if you throw your child out into the world and they ain't never experienced nothing,
they gonna go crazy when
any brother to get in front of them and hoop and holler and cuss will razzle them and put fear in their heart. No, man, my kids be like, oh, Potter, you ain't, my daddy do that, and he's stronger than you. You see what I'm saying? So there's a certain amount of the culture that we want all of our kids to have and see, so that we can teach them against it. Hey, if you go out and shake your ass like that and wear that uniform,
that's what's going to happen.
This is what comes with that. But check this out. Let me tell you something. So, do y'all remember? Don't say yes. Please don't say yes, because I'm gonna feel stupid. Do y'all remember that song called "Fuck the Fire Truck"? No, we don't remember that song, right?
I ain't never heard that.
You ain't never heard that song? You remember that song called "Bullshit Ass Amalamps"?
Nah. Well, what the fuck is Amalamps?
Amalamps. That motherfucker. You remember that song? Y'all remember that song, y'all? But do y'all remember the song called "Fuck the Police"?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, why is there a song called "Fuck the Police"?
Because that's what it meant. Fuck the police.
No. Wait, what about the ambulance and the fire truck? How come there ain't no song about them?
Well, we can talk about the ambulance and the fire truck too, because back in the day, they would not come to the black community when there was a fire. The white people
Okay. I'm gonna give you this. I didn't think about that part. I didn't think about that. You're actually right.
Come on now.
But here's the thing. The crimes against people. See, and you're talking about black, but don't forget, in impoverished communities, there are white communities too. There are Asian communities too. There are Hispanic communities too that, because we got trailer parks and we have different, and they may not have came there either. But that's a different crime. Not showing up is different from showing up and busting your motherfucking wig.
But they are desensitized to black plight. And what I mean by that is, I have never seen a poor Asian or a poor Indian.
I have.
Hey,
they look poor, goddamn. Go ahead.
If you do, there's a couple of them.
Why is that though?
Because that community defends their own, feeds their own, take care of their own.
Boy, stop that. Let me tell you what else. You're right about that part. But you also have to consider something else, which is a different topic, but I'm going to touch on it. Let me tell you this. Any foreigner that comes into this country, there is no genre for them. There is no ethnicity for them. They are considered white. When you come into this country, you're white. Yes. If you come from Africa and you come in this country, you have the option to check white. I don't know if y'all know that. If you think I'm bullshiving or if you think it's not true, check out the census and check out the origin of people that come in and what they're allowed to check on their boxes. Most people that are foreigners come in, they get to check that. So a lot of people that are poor or they come from another country are given more government subsidies, handouts,
They're the honorary
food
white
stamps,
flag.
they're the honoraries. So that's why the numbers are actually a little bit different now, because people talk about what the polls of the census says. When the census says one thing in 1988 or 1976, it's a whole lot different from what the census says in 2018, because the way they changed the plan, here's the play. The play was make sure all foreigners come in and have the ability to check this box. So it makes it seem like there are more people of Caucasian persuasion than there really are. So that way it seems like, go ahead.
What they do with our culture, they take it, they use, they get what they need, right?
Mm-hmm.
They extract the resources. They listen to hip hop music,
Right.
Like I see them dancing, doing our. They love our culture, right?
Right.
Japanese and Korean people, they love Jordans. They love to
That
get
boy
the
goes
hair
right in,
done.
don't he?
They love the tats, right? But one thing that they do
Okay.
after they get through playing with their toys, they put them bitches up, and they go back to being Korean, Indian, Asian, or whoever they is. We're still black regardless.
100%.
And that's in hip hop music too.
And the originators of the
sing
hip hop
and dance
culture.
for a living. They sing and dance for a living doing hip hop songs, right? But at the end of the day, they put that toy back on the shelf when they finish with it, right? Post Malone, for example. All of the Asian artists, the new K-pop artists, they sing all of the old true Sports MDs. We were just talking about this the other day, Lamont. All of the old ballads, all of the old love ballads, right? They remix them into K-pop, right?
Right.
They take that out of our culture, right? And it's not us that's buying the music. It is young white Americans that are streaming, going to these concerts, and buying this music, buying this merch. Do you know why? They have the money and the resources to do it. They get to play in the sand. They get to play in the mud, right? But at the end of the day, they take that cape off and go back home and go back to their honorary status of who they are. We're still here stuck because we giving our culture away.
Right.
In 30 years, we ain't even gonna know who the hell Tupac is.
That's a damn lie. You hold on 1 second
But
real
I'm
quick.
saying,
You hold on real quick. Hold on.
It's your boy DR the King, aka Davion Reed. You watching Off the Muscle.
Yo, it's your boy Tyler, aka Crowd Control, because you know we control the traffic, and you are watching Off the Muscle.
Two of my sons. I gonna unplug them real quick. Let me tell you something, man.
give us a smile, proud dad. There you go.
So check this out. Conscious rap, all right, is evolving. It's up to us to understand what is conscious rap these days and where it's coming from. What people don't realize right now is that when you look at still Ice Cube, when you look at Kendrick is the pioneer right now of conscious rap. But guess what? Don't call him conscious rap to the people that don't know that he's conscious, because they're not going to realize what they're looking at. But the most powerful thing, if you notice, the most powerful artist, the halftime show artist, the artist where people look at him and go, man, what's going on? My boy, This Is America. Well, This Is America. What's his name?
Childish Gambino.
Childish. When you look at guys like that,
Childish Gambino.
He's an actor and he's a rapper. But the impact that they have on the hip hop culture is amazing. J. Cole, he's another conscious rapper. If you listen and you pay attention to what he's doing, he's staying in a lane of consciousness. He's not going way off to the left or way off to the right and staying. But guess what differs them from everybody else? Their musicality, the beats, the sound that they're putting out. Man, I don't know who it was, but I had the notes here. I have the bullet point here. They actually talked about that producers are not using this. Listen, this is a real thing. If y'all think I'm bullshitting and you want the info, hit me up. Like I always tell y'all on every other subject I have, I will give you the video and I will give you the proof of the actual producers talking about it. this is what they did. They said, we don't give the same beats throughout hip hop history to the conscious rappers that we did for mainstream rap. They said it was just a thing. It was overstood. It was something that they don't remember how it evolved that way, but it was because of from Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, and man, come on, man, Kane is one of my favorite artists of all time.
Yes,
if you throw on a Big
Kane
Daddy
was a bad
Kane
boy.
a song right now, I will go through the whole shits with him and not miss a word, because he was talking about being a smooth operator or telling you about the wrath of Cain. And what he was talking about was all within something that everybody could respect and understand. You don't miss nobody with that type of talk. Okay, so the beats that them guys had were along the lines of what was conscious, but it was on that line of, hey man, this is great stuff no matter what, just musically. So you turn around and you look at that type of rap, and then all of a sudden you go to something totally different. You're like hard ass beats, ass drinking, jewelry, you know, this, that, and the third. I can't skip over Run DMC and Aerosmith and the collabs and stuff that we did with other artists, and the way hip hop evolved into that 80s rap. That was great stuff too. But when we're talking about specifically conscious rap, they purposely watered down their beats so that it didn't connect with the mainstream. Okay? Conspiracy theory or not, no matter what you think, it happened. And since it happened that way, and now you have conscious rappers coming back into hip hop, but if you pay attention, the conscious rappers, a lot of people, they're going to look at this podcast and say, damn, I guess I didn't realize I was a conscious rapper because that boy's fire. Let's see what happens with hip hop and conscious this point forward. You see what I'm saying? So Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and rappers like that who are basically new age conscious rappers are successful. It's because of their beats. And why? It says, why do people pay attention to their music? Because what those DJs and what those producers said is that it's disguised. They disguised Kendrick. That's not a bad thing. And the way the disguise took place was giving him what every other rapper had: hard-ass beats, rhythms, topics, and a platform. They stopped giving conscious rappers a platform. Lamont, if you could throw the ball, man, 60 yards, okay, and you move out the pocket when you need to, and you stand in there and throw that strike and your touchdowns and stuff like a quarterback right now that plays for a team in my division with my Steelers.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I don't want to go there. We go there another time. I'm going to say that for my boy Soup. But if you have the platform because you're that good, you will become a college and an NFL star. But if I don't show nobody who you are and you play for some slack damn Division 5 team bullshit, guess what? Nobody's ever going to see Lamont as one of the best quarterbacks around. Do you understand what I'm saying? The platform matters. If we don't put Lamont up to and show everybody, man, this man is throwing touchdowns. Look how he move. When he get out the pocket, man, he running touchdowns. This boy look like Pitbull. That's okay, y'all. I got a problem. When I can't remember somebody's name, I'm getting old. I just throw some shit out that pertains to them.
That boy say Pitbull shit.
One of the best moving quarterbacks in history was my guy that got busted for fighting the dogs and shit up.
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick, my nigga. Don't do that to me, y'all.
He
Y'all
called him Pitbull.
my nigga Pitbull, nigga. Hold on, look, Ronnie James. Hold on. Wanna be famous ass. You over there smiling too. Hey man, my boy Pitbull, my nigga. Huh?
The man said Pitbull, y'all.
Say, man, shut your ass up. Check this out.
The man said Pitbull,
So
man. Come on, man.
Mike Vick was amazing. Okay? And then something happened. Okay, he kind of messed up his career a little bit. But regardless, to have talent and have a platform puts you in high places. If you don't have the platform and you don't have the support, it's about the support and the platform. So conscious music lost this platform and it lost its support. The reason why it lost those two things was because it was damaging what the narrative was. Who was that saying, what's the word? Say one leg heck. Who was that? I don't know who that is.
Look at
Nefete said he told his wife the same thing. Nefete, I understand. I feel you. But losing your platform, if we lose this platform on this show right now, okay, if we lose this platform, we are going to be in a situation to where we don't have nobody listening. We won't have anybody to follow us. We won't have anybody to lift us up. Okay.
Can I get you pushback?
Hey, yes, you can. Hold on. Y'all forgot that Tupac and Ice Cube were both conscious rappers.
True. However, a lot of the conscious rappers are not good. The music doesn't sound good. The lyrics aren't worth a shit.
Boy, you better get off the gas. You finna start a fight.
I'm just being honest. From my perspective, this is just
lyrically,
and
what they're talking about, they were supreme. You didn't like it. Remember, I told you from my point of view, though. I said the same shit. I said the same thing.
Ice Cube was a conscious rapper.
Now guess
Still
what?
is a conscious rapper.
Who?
Right?
Who?
Ice Cube.
Okay.
We can say Scarface is a conscious rapper. They only talked about the things
they were reporting.
They went through,
they're reporting.
Right. But a lot of conscious rappers fell off because they wanted to go mainstream. Their lyrical capacity could not compete with a lot of other artists that came out.
But you're saying lyrical capacity. When you're reporting, okay, right now when you and I are talking, do you feel like what you're saying is relevant?
To me?
Sure. And to you.
Real hip-hop heads.
Okay. So those artists, especially all the ones I named in the beginning, they all fell off at some point. The reason why they fell off was not because they weren't amazing. It's because hip-hop changed. The view of hip-hop, what was supported by the record executives and the people with the money in hip-hop changed. And because those people wanted to see something else, because those people were more powerful than what they even knew they were. All those artists that I named at the very beginning, I can go back over the list. They were more powerful than we ever knew. They just didn't have listen, man, it was all about the music. When the beats came out and the music changed, it made those I'll tell you what, take any of them old school raps. Think about this. I got you right here. Boom. You ready? Got that fist ready for you. I have all of it wrapped up right here. Take any of them old school artists from Tribe Called Quest, Arrested Development, Tip, any of them guys. Do some mashups. Mashups are off the hook right now. I've heard some mashups where they took old school raps and they put new beats to them, and it was fire. It totally made me respect their game that they had back then, but I didn't even like some of those artists. Now, see, I respect all those artists now because I've heard them again through age. I've heard them through being 50 as opposed to being 17.
But you're listening with a 50-year-old ear. Like there's a lot of conscious rappers
with kids
that are out now
who think society is important.
You have the JIDs. You have JID. You have Earth Gang. Killer Mike. He just won a Grammy. He won 4 Grammys last year.
I love Killer Mike. Yeah, no.
You got a lot of like new hip hop is conscious.
Okay.
It's not just talking about guns, drugs, and killing. It's the lyrical capacity they have. Like Nas just dropped a couple years ago. He just dropped a Grammy Award-winning album. You know what I'm saying?
Nas is one of the best lyricists ever in history. So, but okay, check this out, y'all. Here's the thing. Wait, before we go any further, before we cut the show down to the last, I got something for you, Ronnie, something that you love. Want to Be Famous's favorite part of the show every week.
The dope joke.
Dope joke, episode 3. Check this out. There's a guy, right? He goes to the doctor. He says, "Doctor, since you love these jokes so much, I'm gonna make sure you pay attention. I'm looking right at you. I'm looking to the camera, but I feel like I'm looking at you because I see you up on the screen. Doctor, man, for some reason, when I go home, man, and I have to perform sexual things for my wife, man, I can't last too long. I just don't last that long. What can I do? The doctor was like, well, man, maybe you can, let's see here. I can give you these pills, but you know, they take a long time to work. He's like, nah, man, I don't want to do that. He said, well, you can, maybe you can get one off before you get home to your woman. He said, I never thought of that. He said, how can I do that? He said, do it at work. He said, no, can't do it at work. If I get one off at work, man, I mess around and get caught and get fired. He said, I can't lose my job because I can support my family. He said, all right. He said, why don't you get one off on the way home? He said, He said, wait, that's a good idea. He said, what I'll do is on the way home, I got a long, dark road on the way home. I'll pull over my truck and I'll get up under the truck and I'll act like I'm fixing my transmission. And he said, what? He said, okay, whatever it takes. He said, that way, when I get home to baby, I'll be ready. So he takes a long route home. He goes on his route. He gets on that long, dark road, and he gets out the truck. He gets up under the truck, and he pulls his thing out, man, and he starts going to war. I mean, he closed his eyes. He starts squinting. He's doing everything he can to get this bad boy off. He's trying to concentrate, man. He can't concentrate, man. He said, man, I'm laying on the street up under my truck, man. He said, all of a sudden, he hears a what's going on up there? He tossing that thing. He playing with it. Says, yeah, my name is Officer Jackson, and I'm wondering what's going on down there. And he said, well, while concentrating, he said, man, something's wrong with my transmission, man, and I'm just down here looking at it. And the officer said, well, sir, you better get your brakes fixed too, because your truck is way down the street. All right, man. That's my joke for the week, man. That's the dope joke for the week, man. Some bitch was laying on the ground, man, down there butt naked, man. Well, check this out, y'all. All right, everybody. So the stain on hip hop is that hip hop has got a bad rap because of certain portions of hip hop and the progression of hip hop overall. But what I do want to also say is that hip hop is the biggest, most popular, most influential genre in music history, has been and probably will be. With that being said, what's up, little sis? I see you up there. Oh, you like my joke, huh? With that being said, I want y'all to understand that hip hop has a responsibility.
Yes.
Wannabe, it has a responsibility. It got a responsibility. That responsibility is to continue uplifting its origins, the culture, and people as a whole. Because when you report, when rappers, when hip hop artists, let's call them what they are, reported what was going on, it affected everybody. It didn't affect just black folks. It didn't affect white folks. It affected everybody. The reason being is because on any one side of the coin, there's an opposite side of the coin. So if I talk about how police are doing me, we got to find out who the police are and what they're up to. And usually now we're talking about different people, different races, different origins, different ethnic backgrounds. All right. This was your boy Kurt, your boy Uncle Tay, Wanna Be Famous Ass, and we are off the muscle. We'll see y'all next week.
Good show, bro. Good show.